Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Fencer, Princer, SoundCloud, SoundCloud. It's your boy Tone 202, and it's been one of those days again. Uh, yo, Ohio State. 8 people, what? 8 people shot, injured. You know, I don't live too far from Ohio State. And I've been on the campus several times. I was actually going to go to school there. But, I've been living, in Columbus for 20 some odd years. And I'm going to tell you something. There's been a lot of, look, there's 60,000 people that go to that school. There's been a lot of crazy stuff that's happened down there, or even in the Short North. The Short North used to be one of the, hardest places to live in Columbus. Short North, Windsor Terrace, Cleveland Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got their little, a little spot where not everybody belongs. Short North was one of them, and every college campus has a hood around it. One of the worst ghettos is right outside of the White House. I mean, but so I don't know much about the shooter. All I just know is, 8 people got shot. They killed the shooter. I don't know if anybody died. I haven't gotten reports on that. But I walked into a store today, and the clerk was asking me if I knew anything about what's going on. I was like, "What happened?" It was like, "Yeah, somebody got shot." Oh, and I think it said a 15-year-old boy got shot and killed here in Columbus by a man from Eritrea or Somalia, one of them joints. So I don't even know if that's the same or a different story, but yeah, Ohio State has always been a hot spot for calamity, even though it's it's a great school. Ohio State is huge. Like Ohio State campus, like they got the part where the scientists like work on all the farms and cows and like that. It's way out. Like it's huge. It's not just off of one street. Like it is huge, and there is a whole lot of people that go there. But High Street, that's where it looks like. I was looking at the film. It looked like it happened right off of High Street, and probably did. And right off of High Street, also, where is it, 11th, is where that dude who went into the theater, and they never found that dude who walked up into the theater. Last time they saw him was going up the escalator. He's missing. He's still missing. That was 5-6 years ago. So it just, like, it's safe for the most part because it's Columbus pride. Like they don't play when it comes, like 5-0 don't play when it comes to Ohio State. But nonetheless, it's just so, the variables, the numbers, there's just so many people there that people just clash. Next thing you know, boom, something happens. And like I said, some of those students, man, they when they get to acting up because either they won or lost a game, sometimes that spills over to where, when you look at the dynamics, Short North is predominantly black, other than the college students. You see what I mean? So as far as racially is concerned, you got two different dynamics there. You got most of the people in the Short North are just everyday working people, the average working poor. You don't find a whole lot of rich people that live in the Short North. You just don't. They used to have a gang down there called the Short North Posse. It was ran by a woman. Huge gang. It took hundreds of police to take them off the street. You know what I mean? Because they was doing all kind of stuff down there. But nonetheless, like I said, when you have the dynamic of the students who go there and then the people who actually live there, like permanent people who live there, sometimes you can have racial clashes, personality clashes. You can have, you can have issues on, financial issues. And one of those issues was there used to be a lot of beggars down there off of High Street, and police couldn't get rid of them. So what they did was they got them for tax evasions because they found out a lot of those guys was making $80, $90 a day. just by asking the students. And once one too many student complains, boom. But as far as the shooting is concerned, I don't know much else about it. But I'll get into it. I'll find out. It's your boy Tone too. Be safe.